Hi everyone, Reed-Enever. It's Tips Tuesday time, and I'm excited to be back for another Tuesday with you. This week we are dealing with that topic that pops up from time to time, and it's the one that creeps into our heads more often than we would like, and that is called self-doubt. And I am not a big fan of self-doubt, but it does happen to all of us. And that's the last thing that we really need creeping in within our business day. Self-doubt is one of those little monsters that we would like to go away from time to time. So give me 2 seconds while we share it to BBB, and then we'll get started on our Tips Tuesday session today so that we can look at some strategies to deal with this little monster as it pops up within our world. If this is your first time joining me, welcome to a Tips Tuesday session. My name is Linda Reed-Enever. I am the founder of Business. I lead the team here at Enever Group, and I look after 2 other spaces called the Course Creators Circle and Media Connections. And what we do is help you share your story, run your business, and educate your market along the way. If this is your first time joining us, or you're joining me from wherever you are, please leave us a comment. Please tell us who you are, what you do, what your business is, and where we can find you so that we can do a little bit of networking together in today's process. I'm just going to move my mic forward and we'll get started. So self-doubt is something that happens to all business owners, and I don't care where you are within your business journey, those moments pop up. I'm not good enough, I'm not doing the right thing, why are these people hiring me? Or, there's other people out there that do what I do, and all of that stuff pops into our heads. And it is unfortunate because it's life. And self-doubt is something that, unfortunately, as humans, we actually do ourselves quite often. And that's the last thing we really want to do when we're trying to run our own business. But I think we need to embrace self-doubt. I think we need to embrace the I'm not good enough feelings, and then just work out some strategies on what we can do to handle it along the way. Now, I've been teaching marketing. I've been in marketing for 20 years. I've been teaching marketing for 10 years. And there's still moments where self-doubt pops up and I go, oh my gosh, who am I to teach this? Or who am I to do what I'm going to do? Okay. And the overwhelm kicks in. And now, actually, self-doubt 99% of the time kicks in when the overwhelm kicks in. We're feeling a little bit overwhelmed and there's a little bit too much on our plate to do. And that's when it all kicks in. So, hey Gary, good morning. I'm glad to see everyone popping in and giving comments. Please let me know who you are. So the thing is, when it comes to self-doubt and when it comes to these moments and these times where things make us all a little bit overwhelmed and make us a little feel good, how do we get rid of the monster? And I call self-doubt a monster because it's a little monster that gets in your head and it's repetitive and quite often it's self-talk. And we don't really want to be doing that to ourselves because we are the ones in control of our self-doubt and we are the ones in control of the feelings and whether we're good enough or not. So the first thing that I normally like to do is if I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed or a little bit doubtful throughout that process is to walk away, okay, to actually walk away from those situations and those moments that are coming up that may be creating it. So if it's a Facebook group or if it's a client situation, maybe I need to put a little bit of distance between myself and that situation. The next thing is to write a list, okay? And I actually mean pen and paper, write a list. Get the pen out, get the paper out, and write a list of the things that you know you are good at, the things that your clients compliment you for, the things that you know that you do well, okay? And refocus on the stuff that you know that you do and you know that you do well. Then I want you to take that list and go one step further and write down a list of things that you know that are second nature to you, okay? And those things that are second nature to you are not second nature to everyone else, because I can tell you what's second nature to my accounts team, what's second nature to my tech teams, what's second nature to me are all different things. And that's what makes us good enough at our jobs, okay? The other thing is we want to look through this list process, and Jane says she loves lists and it's so helpful. I'm really glad that they help. The other thing is when we go through this process is we need to just write down things that we can do that maybe others can't, okay? And those personality traits that you bring to the process. And words. And look, not everything's going to be perfect. This is a live stream and it's not perfect. I'm tripping over my words today. And actually embrace that imperfections of you. So what do you bring to the table? Now, I'm a fast-talking, ideas-generating marketer. So I tend to bring ideas to the table when I teach. Does that mean that other people out there can't teach what I'm teaching? Absolutely not. But it's my style that I bring to the table. And it's your style that you bring to the table, whatever service or product you are delivering that your people engage with and your people like. like. So, make sure that you appreciate your uniqueness and your style on that list. And so we write a list of everything that we're good at, okay? Write a list of, then you could go into, and only a little bit, write a list of the things that you're not feeling good enough about, and then write options about either ways that you can overcome it or ways that you actually are good at it. So, actually do the good old pros and cons list and put the pros and cons list together. Now, the reason I'm saying write this down in pen and paper is the psychological connection, the ability for you to intake it is actually proven through the actions of writing things down and the commitment through it. So write that list. Don't just read over one, write that list out again. Okay, the next thing I suggest, and I do it, we fail to do this quite often. We fail to remember the good in what we do. So go look at your reviews, grab some positive ones that you are really proud of what you did, put them together in a Word document, put them together in a list, and they are the ones that you read, okay? They're the things that you read when it comes to self-doubt creeping in. Because if you go back to those people you enjoyed working with, why you enjoyed working with them, and read those reviews, then you are reminded about what it is that you are looking at. It also gives you a really good chance to work out if these other people, the self-doubt creeping in, if the self-doubt's creeping in from other people or other areas, are we hanging out with the right people? And if not, we need to go find more of those amazing people that wrote those reviews for you. And the other thing that we talk about is go and see a friend, get out of business for a while. Quite often, we need to actually get out of business to appreciate what we actually know and what we do. So go see a friend that's not business related and go and have a conversation with them about something that is definitely not business related. Vent to them if you need to, but make sure that you are allowing yourself to be a friend and be a person as well, because quite often the self-doubt, the overwhelm, the look comes in, and we know the words, we hear them. We've got to hustle, we've got to grind 24/7, we've got to do all of this other stuff. That only results in a burnout business owner, and it results in self-doubt creeping in. And we don't want that process coming through in our business. So we want to make sure that we are taking that time out and giving ourselves time to work with everyone else. And join a community of people who get it. One of the things that I love most about our Marketing Circle community is some of them are here this morning, but we meet twice a month and we talk about things. We talk about marketing, we talk about strategies. There's a Facebook group in there that allows people to be able to do it, but we get to talk one-on-one and we get to work through some of those problems, some of those self-doubt moments, some of the prejudging moments, and some of the overwhelm moments, and we get to work together as a community throughout that process. And while BBB is great, it is a big space. This Marketing Circle community is my inner circle, and it is that space where people get to work with us. So find a community that sings to you and that works with you, whether it's a membership community or whether it's even just getting out to an event and getting out with other people who understand. Because especially if you're from a family of employees, and you're going into this entrepreneurial business owner journey, or your friends aren't in business, sometimes they just don't get it, and you need that community of people who get it and who want to work with you. And I will grab the Marketing Circle link and pop it into chat for anyone who's keen to join us inside that space. So I'm just going to pop this in. The Marketing Circle is into chat there for you. If you want to join us inside that space. The biggest thing when it comes to overwhelm and it comes to self-doubt is we have control over it, okay? It is our mind creating that self-doubt. So we have control to be able to move ourselves forward. It's about that, tackling the monster. And, if you need to think of it as a monster and fight it as a monster, then fight it as a monster. Fight it with, but I'm also good at this and I'm good at that. And remember that this talk, this self-doubt, this moment in time is a moment. It's going to be something that will pass. It's not something that's going to continue on forever throughout your business journey, because we all do go through it. We go through it, something happens and we doubt ourselves, or we doubt the processes and procedures. So it's a moment in time. But if we can reflect, if we can write down what we are good at, if we can look at our areas of expertise, if we can look at the awards that we've won, the reviews and the amazing people that have come back, we're able to refocus ourselves on the good that we do and on the fact that we are good enough and we are unique and different. And that means that there is room out there for all of us in the marketplace, as long as we are delivering our services in the way that our people and our clients want to connect with them, because not everyone's the right fit for everyone. And that's absolutely fine along the way. So I'm going to wrap up today's Tips Tuesday and just say, if you are doubting yourself, take a moment to work out what good you've done. Write down the list of the good things that you do within your business. Walk away, read some testimonials, and if you need to, pick up the phone to those clients or those people that make you feel really good and just have a chat and maybe share a tip or an expertise. And if you need help, ask for it. Ask for it. That's what communities like business are for. We talk about self-doubt and we talk about help in those areas. So if you need to, ask for help. Ask for that support, and find a community that sits with you and find a group of people that get what it is that you do. And especially after COVID, look at those opportunities to get out and get networking if you can, because that human to human connection is also a boost, and it reminds you of how amazing the world is and of all of what we do throughout that period. So I challenge you, fight the self-doubt monster, and allow it to, allow the moment to pass and work with yourself. And remember that your people want to work with you. They want to hire you because of the way that you deliver your expertise and the way that you deliver your services. And that is all we need to know. There is a market for us, and that market is the one that wants to work with us the way that we work. We don't have to change. We don't have to do things differently. We just need to appreciate the skills and the knowledge that we have and deliver it to the audience that wants to work with us. Okay, guys, I will see you next Tips Tuesday. Bye.